Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and in this video I am going to be introducing the newest Warlord to enter the game for the Tau Empire. He is the 4th Tau Warlord, and he is none other than Darkstrider. You can see several bundles for him in the shop. There's also a special campaign Warlord pack where you can get 2 guaranteed copies of him. I already claimed it, that's why it's not showing up here. And moving over to the ranked screen, here he is in all of his glory. Darkstrider 22 points, and he's got a decent ranged attack. His trait is Scout, and his special rule. At first glance, it looks pretty similar to Captain Badrek's special rule. It reads, whenever a friendly Tau card changes lanes, it makes a ranged attack at 50% of his damage, targeting the card it moved away from. So it only activates when you are deploying a new unit to the field, and using it to shift your units that are already deployed into different lanes, and that will allow them to attack. It can activate up to twice. If you shift 2 of your units, then both of them will make an attack. So, sounds pretty interesting. Looking forward to trying it out. I'm also, if we go back to the main screen, I'm 1 experience away from leveling up, ranking up to the highest rank of 80. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Darkstrider, and that's going to allow me to achieve the highest rank, and we'll see what the rewards are for that. Okay, so this is unlocking the extra honor ranks. And do I get... yeah, I do get some coins. 690 coins, that's not bad. And also the title of Chapter Master. So there's that. He's now level 2. He's got his trait, Scout, unlocked. And he gets, looks like 12 stats per upgrade, so that's pretty good. Alright, so in terms of the setup, I think it is best to use cards that deal lots of range damage, similar to Badruk. So we've got the big Riptide Battlesuit. This is one of the strongest units in my collection. 108 range damage. It's got precision shot as well. Tons of health. And then we've got the Ghostkeel Battlesuit. This also has Scout. It deals a decent amount of damage at the higher levels. We got the Pathfinder, a glass cannon that has very little health but can dish out some good damage. And then the Piranha, a fast flyer, which also has Scout. Lots of Tau units have Scout, increasing their ranged attack when they deploy. And then we got the Drone Squadron at the bottom. We've got 2 damage drones. We got the Missile Drone with Barrage, which I've mainly included in here to deal with shields, should they come up. And then the Sniper Drone with Target Acquired. Have to be a little careful when using this one. And then finally, I think the units with Taunt actually synergize really well with Darkstrider. So we've got the Shield Drone and the Stealth Drone. Both of these have Taunt for 2 turns. So you want to deploy those. They'll absorb all the damage when they die. You can deploy a new unit and make use of Darkstrider's special rule. So let's go ahead and deploy and see how this works out in ranked mode. I've been playing a decent amount of Tau this season, so they are at the higher end of my factions. Played a couple games with it before, and I kept on getting matched up against Badruk. Won a few of them and ended up losing to a much higher level Badruk. This time we're up against Space Marines led by Lieutenant Tolmeron at level 5. So you really want to get your biggest damage dealers out on the field as early as possible. In this case, I want the Riptide on the field at the beginning. Unfortunately, didn't show up in my starting hand, and is still refusing to show up. The earlier you can get it on the field, the more chances you'll be able to make use of this Fighting Retreat special rule to allow it to attack multiple times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and deploy this drone, the Stealth Drone in the center. So that's going to absorb that precision shot. And we do have the initiative, so we'll be able to attack first, deal some good range damage here. The Stealth Drone also buffs ranged when it readies, so our next attack is also going to be pretty strong. And we'll see what they decide to go with. They do have the Grey Knight's Apothecary, so they might go for the Psychic attack, but they're going melee. Okay, It's not too bad. Taking a little bit of damage there. Alright, so I'm thinking deploying the taunt unit to the middle lane was actually not the best idea because I can only move one of these units around. So I guess we'll just go... We'll see what happens if I put the sniper drone down here. I'm not actually sure, so that's going to shoot that, kill the thing, and then target acquired, I guess, just targets the dead unit, so it didn't actually do anything there. That was interesting. But the Ghost Kill Battlesuit, as you could see, was able to shoot down that low health Hellblaster with the extra attack there. And with Tolmaran, I expect them to be deploying some more ranged units, but they're going with a lot of melee units on here, which is kind of a strange build. They're going for the melee attack, they take down the Pathfinder, and that thing is going to be taunting for 2 turns. We'll see if it absorbs the damage when I shift these guys over. Not entirely sure how this is going to work out, so both of these should be able to make an extra attack now. And they are targeting the thing with taunt, so they normally would have targeted the other 2 lanes, but because the taunt unit was on the field, it took all of the damage there. Now we do have a charged up attack, so we're going to go for the ranged attack, of course. Ghost Kill Battlesuit, not quite able to take him down. The sniper drone finishes him off, and then they retaliate with the barrage from that Cyclone missile launcher on the Terminator. And they are deploying... Okay, is this all Blood Angels? I think I've actually played against the same person before, or maybe it was just another person going with it looks like they're just going with a tribal Blood Angels deck, which is not a very smart idea because a lot of them do not have ranged attack. They don't really synergize with Lieutenant Tolmaran, so if that's what they're going, then we're going to be seeing the Death Company Dreadnought coming out in a little bit. Okay, and do they have Mephisto? No. Nope, not quite all Blood Angels. Got this guy from the Crimson Fists. And they are going melee. Sniper drone goes down, as does the Piranha. They're actually dealing a decent amount of melee damage. Really making terrible use of Tolmaran's special rule, though. Okay, finally, the Riptide decides to show up, so we're going to put it here. And now I'm regretting that. I should have put it over on the left side. I'm still figuring this out. So, okay. We'll put down this thing over here. That will allow the Riptide to shoot at that. And then it's going to go off with its precision shot. Massive overkill right there. And then we'll just go for the ranged attack. Taking down the Terminator and dealing a little bit of damage to that Marine over on the right lane. And they have to deploy their Warlord now, along with that Dreadnought. So the Dreadnought should be able to take out the Ghost Kill Battlesuit no problem, which means that we can potentially get another attack in from the Riptide, but at this point we might as well just keep it in the center lane so it can finish off the Warlord. So, yeah, that's really, I think, the best thing to do. But, you know what, we're just going to put Darkstrider down and see if he can finish off the Warlord this turn. So, the Riptide does get to fire at Tolmaran there, dealing 54 damage, 50% of its attack. So you can see how much damage it can deal. If this thing had come out earlier, it could have done much more damage. Okay, and Darkstrider just barely has enough damage to take down Tolmaran. So, that was not really a very good opponent, I think, but at least you get an idea of how Darkstrider's special rule works. So, the more bodyguards you have in your deck, the more chances you have to activate his special rule, but the downside, of course, is that it's a lot more random, what you get to deploy at the very beginning of the game. There's so many options that the chances of you being able to deploy your biggest unit at the beginning are reduced, and that could very greatly reduce the effectiveness of Darkstrider's special rule. So It is pretty interesting. It's pretty strong, I think. It should work pretty well for beginners and veterans alike. But let me know what kind of build you would like to see with him, and if you have any other insights as to how his special rule works, let me know in the comments. I will be playing more games with him in the future. My next campaign video will probably be as Darkstrider, so we can get another look at how he does in the campaign. But that's it for this introductory video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.